Awesome heavy metal riffs. This is the CVT guitar lesson from my good friend Jason, and I love these. They're usually in the grossy thing, but you know, I changed the title up a little. Standard tuning. One of the things I did here, Jason, is that I liked about doing this, because I get to reflect back on my catalog that goes way back to 1984. So I took some ideas from stuff I've written all through the years, rhythmically. This could also be called an alternate picking lesson, because almost every one of these examples involves alternate picking for heavy metal. Okay, so that was one of them we're going to do, but the first one we're going to start with this one is set up in an A section of clean, a B section, which I didn't play, I stopped right where that comes in, and then a C section, which is a distorted part, which is the part I introed this video with. Alright, but I was trying to make sure that you're seeing both hands in here. So on this, this is inspired, this is actually straight from an intro that I did when I was a teenager, inspired by Diary of a Madman from Ozzy, Randy Rhoads. It's 2D, 4G, and 1B. Keep the knuckles at a downward angle because you're arpeggiating this, so you gotta make sure nothing's muted. And it starts on string 5, goes straight down to string 1, and then back up to string 4. So A, D, G, B, E, B, G, D. Twice. And you're gonna repeat that concept, but we're gonna put a C bass over this. Which is third finger, 3rd fret A. Pick the same way, 2 times. Start it over. Now you can do it as many times as you want, but I set it up kind of in a song form. And then the B section is going to be 7G, pinky, 6B, 3rd finger. There's a reason for this fingering. I know that's awkward, but you got to see where it goes. So the melody line on the G string drops a half step each time, so this sets you up. Go D, G, B, G, and then E, B, G, B. Connected, that's 8 notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a. Repeat it, but put your middle finger on 6G, move your pinky off, keep that 3rd finger there the whole time, do the same thing. Okay, move middle finger, go 1st finger 5G, same thing. Take the index, it's on 5G, move it to 4G. And you can start it over. Kind of beautifully eerie. I don't know how else to explain that, but anyways, that's the first 2 sections of clean. The distorted part, which is what we started this with, now that's off of an idea that I wrote that went to the next section of that clean part, but I altered it. I made it actually harder, more interesting. Fingering. Now you can change these, Jason, but I kind of set them up in a way that makes the most sense. 5A with the middle, 7D with the pinky. Just hit that chord, palm mute the root, which is the 5th fret on the A string, down, up, you'll go. Okay, then do that again, but go 5A, 3D. Again, but go 5-5, A and D. So you have, right? And then 3A, 2D, hit those, then palm mute, string 5, alternate pick, down, up, And then our filler riff is 3D, pull off to 2, and palm mute 5-3 on the A, down up. Do that twice. You can make that a little riff, right? You know, you can just make a little riff pattern out of it. But it's twice in this context. Then we're going to go back to the 5A, 7D, this time with more common fingering, first and third finger. Hit the chord, palm mute the root, down, up, down, up. Repeat, but go 5A, 8D. Repeat, but go 5-5 AD, back to 5-7 AD. So your chord outline for the second half is this. And then 1A, 3D, open G, 3D. It's an arpeggio. So you have okay, and that's it for page 2 and number 1, which is broken into A, B, and C sections. Top of page 3. This one's got a more kind of Richie Kotzen, Paul Gilbert feel. So the chord is a E minor 7, and it's middle 7A, index 5D, third finger 7G, pinky 8B. So you're set up for the chord. We're going to palm mute the open E string, down, up, down, up. Do that twice. So it's, and then 2 times on the open E, then the chord. So you have back to the chord, and then 2 times on the open E again. So you have them in groups of 2s. Oops. And then on the E string, this is, I'd call this like an A filler, because we're going to have 4 different ones. 5, 6, 7 E, 5A, 7, 6, 5 E. So here's that first half. Yeah, that was a tougher one, but the rhythm is the same. But end on the chord this time. Then palm mute, alternate pick, 7-5, 7-5 on the D, and then 7-5A, kind of the Randy Rhoads, Zakk Wylde thing. And then 5D, 7-5A, 7E, and then 7-5 on the A and the E. That's our B filler. And when you got to do something like this, that 5D, just shift the finger down. Don't individually take it off the string. Same here, down to 7A. Okay, then you do the same rhythm with the opens at the end 2 times. Then we're going to do this kind of 𝐂𝐄𝐒 sounding thing. In context. So that's alternate picked, every note is twice, palm muted, 9D to 5D to 7A to 7D, and just shift that down to 4D, 5A to 7E, and remember each note is 2 times. In context. A little quicker. So if you need to separate them, Jason, when you do them, that's fine, but the goal is to bring them together rhythmically. Alright, and then I changed the last one to this. Let me see. So, and then the whole entire riff would start over. It's 8E, 7A, 5D. Palm mute the root, which is string 6, down, up, then hit the chord. Do that twice. into this. From the E string down, 7, 6, 7, 8. Hit that once. So. And I wanted to give you some different chordings. Even though this is a awesome heavy metal riffs, doesn't mean we can't, that everything has to be power chords. And I've always liked to mix that stuff up. There's a time and place for them, but if you can expand and make bigger voicings, why not? 2G, slide to 4. And then shift up to 4D. And then 6A and 7E. Then you'd be right back at the beginning. Oops, it'd be longer rest. Anyways, that one's a little more progressive, I think. And then, top of page 4. Another one. This was actually off of something I wrote, one of my first recording studio experiences. It's in the key of A minor, and I was inspired by Queen of the Reich from Queensryche. But on your paper, it'll say number 3, E minor, B, and then if you look down, you'll see A with the clean. So, what I want you to do here is start with the A section, the clean, because they kind of go together. Alright, so you have. And that was our intro. And then when we go to the B section, it's distorted, and I'll show you that's coming up. But on this, 7A, 5D, so it's an inverted power chord, but they are holds, so you should hear both notes. And then 5A, 4D, open G, that's a hold. So 7A, slide to 9, it's a hold, short pause, 7D, open G. And then 3A and 3B, short rest, go B, E, B. And then the next one, start the same way. Right here, when you get to the C add 9, you can set everything down the same, but go A, rest, E, B, G. Then go back to the first one. So that's the only difference is what you do on that C add 9 chord. One goes the second one. Third one, same as the first one. Okay, and then top of page 5, end it with 7, 5, AD. So we're starting it over till we get here to the C add 9. And this is just how we're wrapping it up. 3A, 3B, open E, 3B. Repeat it with the 2A. So. And then open A, barred 2nd fret, D and G. Okay, now I'm going to jump back to the delay. And this is the other guitar part, so I'm going to go back to page 4 for that. Number 3 in E minor. This is the B section. Ah, I'm looking at the tabs instead of my fingers. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so once again we got this open E, palm muted, down up, and do an inverted power chord, which is starting the form of an E minor. So 7A, 5D. Repeat that though, but throw a 5-4 on the AD instead of a 7-5. Now when I come down to hit the chord, this third finger mute string 6. You want to keep that separation from. Right? Same thing when I go here, and then repeat it, but go to 9-7 AD, Repeat it but go to 3-2 AD. Repeat it but go to 5-4. So your chord outline is add the muting, and you'll do that 3 times. The third time, that's the third one, and then the next one starts the same way, but you just do the half of it and throw this in. 3-2A, 5-4D, 3-2A, 2-3E. So after your third time through, you have. Okay? So now that's both those parts. We go back to page 5, and I wanted to give you one that was a little more lead oriented in E minor.